What's up, everybody? Treasure Town here, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 6 Mercury Dime varieties and key dates to be looking for in your collection or in circulated Mercury Dime lots. So what I am going to do a little differently today is I want to show you one of my key date dimes. I picked this up for spot, so it's a really good find on my part, but it only cost me about $1, so let's head on over to that, and then we'll go into the PowerPoint segment of this presentation. Alright, so here it is. It's my 1921 Mercury Dime, sneak peek of one of the better dates. It's not a crazy good date, but it's pretty good, and it has the D mint mark you can see down there in the lower left hand corner. So again, picked it up for spot, and this is the type of value gains that you could be making if you watch this video to completion. Our first coin today is at number 6, the 1945S Micro S. This is worth about $10 in decent condition, so in around the 40 range, and up to $100 in uncirculated condition. But what it is it's a different type of S used at the San Francisco Mint on the back of the coin. So a normal S is open. There's definitely a big difference between the two S's, and the Micro S looks like it would be maybe applied for a penny or a different coin, while the normal S is kind of the standard Mercury Dime style mint mark. And for clarification, the Mercury Dime mint marks are going to be found on the back left lower side. So here's the center of the coin, and I showed it to you earlier, but the back lower left hand side. Now number 5 is our first semi-key date. It's the 1921P. So the 1921 was clearly a rare year for the Mercury Dime series. There's nothing special outside of its date. It was a low mintage. Not too many collectors have this coin in their collections because it's a lower mintage, and it drives up the price. So this can be bought for about $50 in circulated condition. In XF condition, it jumps significantly to about $500. And then when you look at some of the higher range values for this coin, it's about $3,000. So if you can get this in better condition, it becomes a huge keeper, while the 21 on its own, kind of in a worn state, is still a solid pickup. Moving on to a coin similar to the one that I showed you, the 1921D semi-key date. So the same coin except moved to Denver, and this is worth about $75 in worn condition, though mine would be less because it's a super beat up specimen. $600 for this coin in the XF40, so when it's not uncirculated but still looks, it has some decent appeal. And then at the top range, about $5,000, so that's if you have a super valuable variety or a super valuable condition going on. Number 3 for today is the 1942 over 1D Overdate. So this is a Denver minted coin only. As you can see here in the 42, the 42 is almost over the 41. And in this, for the Denver mint, the 1 is not super prominent across. It's only found on the tip of the 2, and then the 4 you can see kind of buried, especially in the lower part of the 4. And here's an uncirculated example versus what you might see in a circulated style. So this coin is worth $300 worn, $500 in XF, and then the super high end becomes $7,000. So certainly something to look out for, because at the minimum you'll have a couple $100. And a similar deal with a 1942 over 1P overdate. There is a distinct difference though. In the Philadelphia version, it is a 1 that is super prominent with a 2. If I go back for a second, you'll see you don't see the 1 as strongly, but here you definitely do. The 4 is peeking out at the bottom there. This is a bit pixelated, but you can even see the 1 sticking out, and this is the Philadelphia version. But note though that there are a lot of counterfeits of this. So if you're going to purchase one, buy it slabbed, and if you find one it might be counterfeit. But this was a variety that was discovered right after it was made, while the 42/1D was not discovered until 1960. So a little tidbit of information. In terms of values, this is $350, a slight increase in worn condition, another slight increase of to $550, but at its best is about $5,000 more valuable than the Denver variety, coming in at $12,000. And for our number one, we have the 1916D key date. So it was the first year of this mintage of the Mercury dime before it was Barber's. And the Denver Mint coin, for whatever reason, was generally overlooked. So people really just did not pick up on these as a collector variety. $800 is what you're going to be getting for this if it's a worn coin. And as soon as you get into even something like XF40, you're immediately hitting that $5,000 range. So this is a big jump from fine to extra fine, or fine or lower. And then at the highest, it's about $30,000. So definitely something you should consider in a big way if you get your hands on one of these, or find one of these in some type of circulation or a 90% bag. Pluck it out and pluck out any of these coins that I mentioned. But that concludes our presentation. I hope you enjoyed watching, and let me know if you find any of these out in the wild. So see you on my other videos. Like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. So thanks, and have a nice day.